We have a really exciting opportunity for you, ladies and gentlemen, tonight as we kick off a brand new Our Top Value. And this is one of those moments where I use the word honor with all sincerity and all integrity, because it is an honor for me to have this opportunity and an honor to welcome Simon Bull to ShopNBC, as we will in a couple moments, because we have an opportunity for you that I really hope you're going to take advantage of tonight, to own a limited edition lithograph. And when we say limited edition, we're talking about a limited edition to 700 pieces. A lithograph, the likes of which I have truly never presented to you on ShopNBC in any form at all. So vibrant, so beautiful, and it's titled With All My Heart. I don't know if there could be a better gift that you could give to somebody very special and very near and dear to you. Here's just a little information about Simon Bull. Many of you, though I know, are probably very familiar with this gentleman's work. One of the most collected artists, living artists in the world today. Now, for the benefit of those of you that want to learn a little bit more, we're going to take just a moment of your time and share some biographical information, and then we're going to come back and talk about a true work of art. Watch.
To me, art has always been about reaching people. I'm a communicator and I paint for people. I paint so that people can enjoy my work, and people have said to me, there was one lady in particular that has a peace of mind. She says that every morning she sits in front of my picture and just kind of like, it just helps her kind of calm down and face the day. So I will actually work on a painting. I will separate the painting from real life, and I will just actually make colours work together on the surface. So if in real life it was a red flower or a blue flower or whatever, I could quite happily turn it into whatever colour was necessary, just to make sure that the composition and the balance of colours works. I don't tend to write specific commentaries about my paintings, saying this is what this flower means, this is what this means, this is what this means. I tend to paint them and just offer them to people, and then they can bring their own history, their own ideas, their own experience to it, and you have a kind of interface, like a sort of exchange between the person and the painting.
I said it before and I will say it again. It is a true honor to welcome the gentleman who has made this lithograph, the original work of art, possible, Simon Bull. Welcome to ShopNBC.
It's great to be here.
It is such an honor to have you here. I've been a fan, and I know a lot of people have been fans of your work for a long time, and now, short of spending the, I think you told me, tens of thousands of dollars for one of your paintings, we can own this incredible limited edition lithograph. Tell me about this, this incredible work of art.
Well, first of all, this piece, a lot of my paintings I give them titles that I think are significant.
Yes.
And this piece I called With All My Heart. And this is one of my wife's favourite flowers, the anemone. Mm-hmm. And basically, all my paintings are, in a way, a gift of love to her, you know. And, sorry, go ahead.
No, please, go ahead. I'm just
Well, it's just that, you know, I wanted this to be an expression, a real warm expression of love, you know.
And it's funny, before we had the chance to chat, somebody in the crew came up to me and said, Shawn, I'm looking at this as a gift for my mother. And then, unbeknownst to me, you had commented that this would be the best gift that somebody could give to someone special.
Well, it's, the thing is, when you go into the garden, you know, you love to gather flowers, and there's the sights and the smells and everything. But, you know, the flowers are so fragile and beautiful, and they die, you know.
Yes.
And so, for me as an artist, one of the great thrills of my life is to be able to, you know, try and capture some of that beauty and some of that essence and bring it inside.
The beauty that we see in our loved ones, the beauty that we see in our mother, in your wife, in your, perhaps in your daughter, that daughter who's going off to college now, moving away from home for the first time. With All My Heart is a very special gift that you could give. It is a gift that would be enjoyed and certainly appreciated for years and years to come, for generations to come in your family. And you can own it tonight for $198.75. I haven't even, just for a second here, covered some of the basics I have to do. I haven't talked about the opportunity as far as the price goes. The price is $198.75. We're going to honor 3 value pays tonight. $66.25 charged to your major credit card. It has a retail of $450. Again, the original sold for tens of thousands of dollars. Your limited edition is limited to 700 of these. That's it. That's all they're in existence in the world, and you'll be one of a few lucky people to own. And truly, you can tell your friends you own a Simon Bull when they see it hanging in their home. Simon, you, I was reading somewhere, you received your first, award at what, age of 6 or 7? You were winning contests already?
Yeah, that's correct. Well, actually, I think I was a little younger than that, but...
Oh, my gosh. So painting, I've always said, I know a number of artists, and I've always said that painting, singing, these are God-given talents that you have or you don't.
Yeah, I think you have to have something inside you that you want to express, and I always had that from a very early age for some strange reason.
Were you fortunate enough to have people that nurtured that talent growing up?
Well, my mother was a great encourager. She gave me my first set of paints when I was actually 3 years old. That's one of my early memories, you know.
You grew up in England, correct?
Correct.
But you've lived in Hong Kong, you're living in the U.S. now. I mean, do you find your work reflects influences from different parts of the world?
Well, I had probably a fairly colourful upbringing, you know, because my father was in the military, he was an army chaplain, and we travelled around the world a lot as a kid, and I lived in different places, and I gathered a lot of influences into myself, you know, and I find that, you know, that's been a great kind of source of inspiration for me in my more mature works as an artist.
I'll tell you, this is a true opportunity, and here come the phone lines for $198.75 to own one of these. Your first payment, $66.25. Again, I want to get back to chatting in a second here, but let me cover some other things. First of all, the image itself is 18 by 18 inches, matted and framed. And I should point out, this does come to you completely matted and framed. And framing on something like this can cost you hundreds of dollars. So as you're seeing this, this is how it is going to arrive. And there is also, excuse me, a certificate of authenticity that you will get with this. And it is actually, on my sample here, it's taped to the back. I don't know if we have one that we can show. So you can see the certificate of authenticity that you will also get. This is the first time this limited edition print has ever been offered to the public. You are the first to have opportunity to get this, and it's available tonight under $200. Please write this item number down. Is there a woman in your life that you would love to say I love you to? This is the time. This is the painting. This is the way to do it. This beautiful lithograph. You get the certificate of authenticity. It is all ready to hang. I don't know if I can safely say a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but a very rare opportunity for you to pick this up tonight at under $200. Simon, what drives you? I know, a very open question. I know you can answer that a lot of different ways. What is it that drives you? What
drives me, I think, is a desire to share with others, you know, the good things that God has given to me, basically.
How do you get reaction from people? They buy one of your lithographs, your paintings. Do they ever come back to you sometime later and say...
Oh, all the time. Yeah, I mean, we always get, you know, emails, letters,
yeah.
You know, comments all the time. I mean... People just seem to... I've been very blessed because my audience, as it were, my collectors, just have always been very supportive, and, I don't know, they seem to like what I do. I mean, when I first started doing this, you know, as a kid, and then as a young guy, it seemed that everything I painted, people seemed to like, and the more they liked it, the more I thought, well, this is great, I'll do more of it, and the whole thing seemed to just build from there. And so it's a kind of a whole process of giving and receiving.
If you want to learn a little bit more, maybe, about his works, about his art, we actually have a coffee table book that you can pick up tonight as well. That is priced at, excuse me a second, $49.98. If you would like to get the coffee table book, which is truly something you're going to leave on display in your home, on your coffee table, please go ahead and pick that up tonight. Again, $66.25 first payment for the true work of art that you're getting. And then, of course, for the book, another $49.98. That is also on value pay, so you can get that. $24.99 is your very first payment. The phones have exploded, as we knew that they certainly would. It's something you buy, certainly, because, yes, it's beautiful, and, yes, you will enjoy this, but there's so much more emotion. I hope you're giving this as a gift. I hope it has some special meaning in your life. The meaning that Simon represents is, again, in his personal life. You will find your own meaning. You'll find your own reason that you give this as a gift, or that it deserves a place of honor in your home. Just to show everybody on the back here, the certificate of authenticity.
Yeah. Well, this is the certificate, which is just catalogues all the information you need to know and guarantees the authenticity of the piece.
Do you have how many, this is going to be a terrible question, how many paintings have you done? Do you have any idea?
Actual original paintings, somewhere just over 4,000, possibly.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
You know, and I've said this on the air so many times, I have such respect for any artist, because I have no talent. I can't draw a stick figure, and so, like I said before, I believe it's a God-given talent that you have. And now Simon not only shares it with the world, and shares it with people that spend the thousands and tens of thousands for the originals, but now with all of us. All of us, we can own one of these limited edition lithographs, $66.25 on your credit card, for the beautiful, I wish we had more time, we already, clock is counting down, How do you select the colors that you use? Your colors are so vibrant, Simon.
Well, I like to bring warmth into a home, you know. Red is one of my favourite colours, and it's one of the colours that I'm most well known for, which is why we have it on the cover of the book as well, you know. But I think that red in particular, when you introduce that into a domestic setting, it gives a very powerful emotion. It's sort of like, it's almost like electricity or energy that kind of runs off it, you know. I often liken it to a shot of caffeine in the morning or a bright song on the radio or whatever. And even in the evening, it can give a kind of a warm glow in the house. So that's why I like the red.
Well, this has been such an honor for me to kick this off. We have under a minute to go here now, ladies and gentlemen. Please remember, we are quickly approaching now only about 400 of these to go around. So this is your opportunity tonight. Please take advantage of it. Give this as a gift to some special lady in your life to say, I love you. Give it as a gift to your wife. Give it as a gift to your mother. Our mothers that mean so much, that are so important to us, and unfortunately won't be around forever. This is a great way to honor her and cherish her for generations to come. $198.75, one payment of $66.25. Again, it is signed and numbered, limited edition of 700 of these. I wish we had so much more time. I mean, there's so much more I wanted to ask and talk about. Again, as it says on the screen, United Kingdom's best-selling printmaker, but as I said earlier, you're truly one of the most collected living artists in the world today, and that's why it's just such an honor that you are making this available to all of us.
It's my privilege and it's my honor.
Thank you so much for coming in. The time has just gone way too fast.
It's been a lot of fun.
Please, ladies and gentlemen, take this. The phones, again, are very busy. Please take this opportunity to call in and order. Limited edition. We certainly don't even have anywhere near 700 of these remaining. Make our top value your top value today.